10 years ago, we thought Google Glass was the future, but then it crashed and burned. So, what the fuck really happened? Let's rewind the tape. I am Jake and this is nerdsection.com. It all kicked off in 2012 when Google's secretive moonshot lab, Google X, unveiled Project Glass. This wasn't just another gadget, it was a bold flex into augmented reality. The prototype was sleek, minimal and straight up Blade Runner. The pitch? A voice-controlled, camera-equipped, HUD-style computer that hovered just outside your line of sight. Basically Iron Man glasses, but make it Google. The first big reveal came in April 2012 when Brin wore them during a TED Talk and later orchestrated a literally sky-high stunt at Google I/O 2012. Skydivers streamed their descent into Moscow Center, live through glass. The tech world collectively lost its mind. By 2013, Google launched the Explorer program. Around 8,000 developers and early adopters forked over $1,500 for access to the future. Celebs, influencers and tech bros were snapped wearing them at Coachella, art galleries and awkwardly bathrooms. For a moment, glass wasn't just a product, it was a cultural symbol. If you were wearing it, you weren't just beta testing, you were part of the chosen elite. You were cyborg chic. But almost immediately, cracks started to show, and by 2014, the shine was wearing off. Let's start with the tech. The camera was just 5 megapixels. The screen felt like squinting at a postage stamp. Battery life was barely a few hours, and it overheated quickly. The touchpad on the side? Janky. Glass couldn't support basic stuff like Instagram or Spotify. And while it could take photos, navigate or translate a sign, it rarely did anything better than a smartphone. And then came the social fallout. You see, people didn't like being secretly recorded by folks wearing something that looked like spy gear from a discount Bond movie. Bars, restaurants and movie theaters began banning them. The term glass hole entered the Urban Dictionary with the speed of a meme. Public outcry over privacy became one of the biggest nails in the glass coffin. People weren't just annoyed, they were creeped out. The social contract got breached the moment someone started live streaming your latte without permission. Meanwhile, developers were confused about what to build. Consumers didn't know what to do with it. And the $1,500 price tag made it more of a luxury curiosity than a revolutionary gadget. By January 2015, Google quietly pulled the plug on the Explorer program. No big farewell, just a corporate thanks for playing. Even Sergey Brin later admitted that Glass was one of Google's biggest flops. They had failed to account for key consumer hardware lessons, ergonomics, marketing, public acceptance and, well, not being a dystopian creep device. Most people assumed that was the end, but like any good sci-fi arc, Google Glass got a surprise second act. In 2017, Google rebranded the device as Glass Enterprise Edition. This time, no social media stunts, no skydiving spectacles. It was all about utility, quietly deploying glass in manufacturing, logistics, surgery and customer support. Companies like Boeing, DHL and GE used it for hands-free instructions, remote assistance and data overlays in real time. It actually worked. Workers on factory floors reported increased productivity and fewer errors. Google even launched a second-gen Enterprise Edition in 2019 with better specs, faster processor, improved battery life and a sturdier build. But let's be real, while it found some niche success, it never set the world on fire. It wasn't consumer ready and it didn't evolve into a platform. Google officially ended support and sales for the Enterprise Edition in March 2023. Cut to 2025 and guess who's back? At this year's Google I/O, the company unveiled Android XR, a brand new platform built for extended reality devices, including smart glasses and mixed reality headsets. And sitting at the center of this was Project Aura, a spiritual successor to Google Glass. But this time, they're not messing around. Google partnered with Samsung and a bunch of stylish eyewear brands like Warby Parker, gentle monster and caring to create glasses that actually look like glasses. We are talking optical see-through displays powered by Gemini AI, the same AI that's running across Android and Search now. Aura is built for function, real-time subtitles in live conversations, AI-driven navigation overlays, contextual reminders and memory-based prompts. It's still in early stages, but the demos are slick and the fashion game is tight. And unlike the old days, privacy design is baked in. LEDs alert when the camera's on and everything is processed locally or in the cloud with explicit permissions. Sergey Brin said, Google learned their lesson the hard way. This time they're investing $150 million into supply chain stability and long-term development. So why should we believe this reboot will stick the landing? Because the market is different now. People are warming up to wearables again. Meta and Ray-Ban have sold over 2 million smart glasses since 2023, Snap's pushing ahead. Apple's Vision Pro, despite being a bank-breaking ski mask, has made spatial computing mainstream. And critically, AI has caught up to the promise. The stuff Google tried to do with Glass in 2012, live translation, contextual info, voice control, is now way more feasible and useful with tools like Gemini. Here's my guess, Google's new glasses won't be the iPhone moment, not yet, but they could be the AirPods of smart eyewear, ubiquitous, subtle, AI-powered helpers that integrate into daily life without making you look like an extra from Black Mirror. If they can crack battery life, privacy and social comfort, these glasses could finally replace the role of a smartphone some of the time. Think, micro interactions, hands-free help, background processing, all without pulling your phone out. Google Glass was ahead of its time and also weirdly behind. It overpromised, underdelivered and got burned by the very hype it manufactured. But like a true Silicon Valley phoenix, it's back, smarter, safer and way more stylish. So, will Project Aura finally make smart glasses cool? Or are we just waiting for the next glass hole moment? Only time and a few viral TikToks will tell. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And check out our video about 6G. See you next time here on Nerd Section.